Has been a deadly and destructive problem in the metro for decades. Tackling it is a top priority for Albuquerque leaders as lawmakers head back to our roundhouse next month.
Our Feliz Romero spoke to those leaders in an area of town where we often see street racing to find out exactly what else is on their legislative wish list.
Time and time again,
We're under arrest for aggravated fleeing law enforcement officers, reckless driving, amongst other things.
Albuquerque police officers encounter situations like this.
Get out from under the car!
A crash and a reckless driver behind the wheel.
Are you guys okay?
Tuesday, city leaders met at Eubank and Southern, a well-known area for street racing, to lay out their 2025 legislative priorities.
Most of our crime categories are slightly down. That's a good thing. But they're down from an all-time high, so we have a long way to go.
APD Chief Harold Medina says the department's traffic division gives out hundreds of citations a week for people racing, but to no avail.
There are innocent families killed time after time within the city.
They want lawmakers to increase penalties for reckless driving so they carry as much weight as homicide charges.
We have limitations on our reckless driving and how we can charge an individual. Right now, as it currently stands, an individual who is involved in drag racing and is purposely doing that drag racing and injures or kills another individual, that person is open to manslaughter at the most.
They also want lawmakers to crack down on felons caught with firearms.
How many times have I stood in front of the media and talked about the fact that I would rather have a case prosecuted federally with their limited resources because their laws have teeth, as opposed to some of the penalties that we have in the state of New Mexico for felon in possession of a firearm.
They also want some changes with who investigates shootings by Albuquerque police officers and think a statewide task force aside from law enforcement is the answer.
One that is independent of every police chief, one that is independent of every county sheriff, one that the public could have great trust in, that there's going to be a fair, impartial investigation.
The 60-day legislative session begins in Santa Fe in mid-January. Feliz Romero, KOB4.